Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider before engaging in any physical activity that may cause or aggravate a condition or injury. We want you safe and feeling good. Hi, welcome to week 3 and 4 of Primal 7's knee series. I'm Jenna Ellis, physical therapist for Primal 7. The purpose of this series is to improve flexibility that's limiting the knee joint, re-educate muscles surrounding the knee to work properly, and finally, putting these together to achieve full range of motion of the knee with proper movement mechanics. This week, we'll be introducing a few new exercises, but also building on what we learned in the past 2 weeks. Our training format is staying with repetitions, but this week you can challenge yourself within a given time period to see how far you've come. Our band will be set again an inch or two above the ankle, the rings will be locked, and the safety covers will be pulled all the way up over the release levers. The purpose of preparation is first to practice stacking all the joints of the body in correct position for efficient movement. Second, to increase range of motion in all the areas we will train. And finally, improve circulation so that our body is warm and ready to move. In this sequence, we will use the hamstring stretch to create space and flexibility in the back of the leg. And second, leg abduction to help build hip strength in order to provide proper support and alignment to the knee. Let's start with the hamstring stretch. We'll set up for the hamstring stretch. It's helpful to put your left foot centered underneath you with the toes just slightly turned outwards for balance. It's also helpful to pick an object about 10 feet in front of you to balance and focus on. You'll put your right heel in the band, sitting up nice and tall. You'll push the heel out, knee straightens, until you find a nice stretch in the back of your right leg. As you're going through this stretch, it's also helpful not to grasp green too tight. If you put your hands slightly behind the band like this, it will help you to push the band out so you can get a better stretch of the back of the leg. If at all you feel like you're becoming unbalanced, first bend the knee and then take the foot out of the band. You'll repeat on the left leg after you're done with 5 reps on the right. When you're done with the left, bring both feet out of the band. You'll step into the band with your left foot and turn to your right to set up for leg abduction. To set up for leg abduction, you'll place the right foot in the band and then press down and turn to face your left side. From here, keeping your posture nice and tall, squeeze your butt, abs are nice and tight. You're going to push your left foot down and out, and then bring it back to start. We'll do this for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, you'll bring your right foot out of the band, turn to face the center, and then place your left foot in the band. From here, press straight down into the band until your knee is straight, and then turn to face the right side. We'll then do 15 seconds of abduction with the left leg. After each leg is done, bring your feet back underneath you. You'll either return to hamstring stretch in the very beginning for the second round of preparation, or you'll walk out, turn around to face the anchors, and place the band underneath your shoulders to set up for the squat. In the second foundations video, we practice proper posture with movement. In this video, we still practice proper posture and movement, but we increase the intensity and also increase the duration of the exercise. Our goal is to develop power and endurance. In our preparation phase, we created space in the back of the leg and also strengthened our hips to help support our knee. In this sequence, we will use a squat to help dynamically open up the hips and also improve lower body strength. We also use a leg press to strengthen the lower body and also get a good co-contraction of our hamstrings, quadriceps, and glute muscles. We begin with the squat for 30 seconds. To set up for the squat, come into your primal lean, squeeze your butt, abs in nice and tight, hands rest gently on green. Eyes will face the anchors, and you'll sit your bottom back like you're sitting into a chair. We will continue with the squat for 30 seconds. Make sure you're doing these reps fluidly and smoothly. If you feel like the band is pulling you too far forward, all you have to do is step your feet forward a little bit. Also, it's helpful to remember to keep your knees straight. Don't let them cave in or splay out to the side too far. After you're done with your squat, stand up and you'll come out of the band and lay on the ground with your feet in the band to set up for the bridge. To set up for the bridge, you'll lay down on your back and put your feet into the band. You'll squeeze your butt nice and tight, abs in nice and tight, and you'll lift your butt and your hips up off the ground, slowly and fluidly for 30 seconds. Make sure you keep your abs in nice and tight and that you don't overextend at the top of your bridge. We just want to open up the hips so that they're parallel with our thighs. After you're done with the bridge, you'll either stand back up to get ready for the squat again, or you'll move on to restoration, stand up, and get ready for the quad stretch. The purpose of restoration is to cool down and give the muscles we just worked a chance to relax. It also improves flexibility and carries it over into our daily tasks. In this sequence, we will use the quadricep stretch, but today we will increase the difficulty by turning around and facing the anchors and placing our foot in the band. Then our hands will grab the straps and lift overhead to provide an increased stretch of our quadriceps. Let's begin with the quadricep stretch for 10 seconds each leg. To set up for the quad stretch, come into the band facing the door. Your left leg will be centered underneath you and the right foot will go in the band. After that, you'll grab green with your arms and then reach the band overhead. We will hold this for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, you'll bring your right foot down, place it right underneath your body, and then put your left foot into the band. You should feel a big stretch in the front of your thigh muscles. You can lean gently into the door for support and balance, but make sure you're squeezing your butt tight and your abs are on nice and tight. I don't want you to fall too far forward. That will take away from the quad stretch. With the restoration complete, you've finished your final week of the knee series. You've worked so hard on good alignment, strength, and flexibility. You should be noticing some carryover into everyday life. Tasks may seem easier or less painful now that you're using your muscles correctly and maintaining the right body position. Remember, you can always refer back to this series anytime you need to remind your body and your brain how to move efficiently and correctly. Thank you for following this series, and we look forward to continuing on this learning path with you.